Okay. So welcome back, members, for this particular webinar and know your member. Let me take you through this particular PPT. And if you have any doubts or clarifications, your queries in the chat box at the end of this particular presentation, which may take for the 25 to 30 minutes. I will try to complete it. Then we have staff members from all the 2024. It is only we have taken up to September, that is April to September. So if you see in 23 till August, it was almost from till September, it was 3,47,815 members who paid. And if you see in April, if you see almost every month, if you see there is an increase in the membership fees payment. But of course, when once we see this June, July, and August, it is less, but usually members pay in the month of September. So at this point of time, I request all of you whoever are not paid, almost 1.5 lakh members have paid, still around 2.5 lakh members have to pay the membership fee, because as on 1st of April, we have a membership strength of almost 4 lakh 3,000. So I request all of you to complete the formalities and pay the membership fees at the earliest. Coming to the KYM, year 2024, when you just compare for the first 6 months, it was April, it was 12,760 last year, but now if you see in the year 2024, it is almost 36,525 members have got their KYM approved. This is only I'm talking about KYM approved. So similarly, all these months, if you take, it's almost every month we have been it's been like June also it is increased, May also it is increased, but I think July and August a little bit less. So September still it has started from today. So we are hoping that at the end of September definitely it should cross this figure of 2,69,000 in this particular month. So as I said, whenever you do this, your KYM has been approved in the last year. It's a very simple process which will take hardly 30 to 45 seconds. If there are no changes, then immediately it will happen and then you can pay the fees. Now let me take you once again to the introduction of KYM. KYM is a form in which members are required to provide certain updated information on annual basis through self-service portal. So every year, members are required to submit a KYM form before making the annual payment of it. So this is what I said. Like every year, one has to complete the KYM procedures to pay the annual membership fees. So KYM form is submitted to SSP portal under the members function. However, as I said earlier also, if KYM that was submitted by you for the year 22-23 and there is no changes, then form by clicking on yes option available in KYM form itself, and the KYM form will be auto approved by the portal. So if there are no changes in the form that has been submitted in 22-23, just go through that. When once you open that, so it will ask you all the details. So if there are absolutely no changes, last we'll get one dialog box stating that whether there is any change, yes or no. If there are no changes, yes means then the same form will be approved. So you need not do anything. The auto approval will be done by the portal. In case there is any change in KM form details, member can click on no option. That is, whatever stated above is correct or not, it will ask yes or no. So if you say no means, then there may be certain changes which you have to do for the KYM form that was submitted last year. Then you may have to go and submit a fresh KYM form. And if there are certain changes that you have to do, you have to go to the your member portal where profile edit is there. There you have to submit the documents and then do the KYM updation. So this is all, I think all of you must be aware. So this is a situation where KYM form for financial year 24-25 is not completed. Whenever you open this SSP portal, this will come. If you have not done the KYM for the year 24-25, then you should click on OK. Then and this will open a form for the details. KYM status of 2022-23, 23-24 has been freezed, and member cannot resubmit the 23-24 KYM, and ICA will not approve the same. So say suppose there may be a situation where you wouldn't have submitted KYM for 23-24, And if you want to submit for 23-24, that has been freeze. Now you cannot go and submit that. Only for 24-25, you can do it. Then, as I said, in members login to SSP, go to members function and KYM form. If you go to members module in the SSP, you will find what is called as KYM form. This you have to click to submit or do the action as such. So information documents required for KYM. So before, when once you start to submit the KYM requirements or documents, you should ensure that some of these documents are with you on hand, and certain things have been scanned and kept ready. Say PAN number along with proof. So if already not updated, if you are not updated the PAN number, then you should update this PAN number. Then GST number along with proof if already not updated. Of course, GST number is not a mandatory requirement to do the KYM form, because there may be a situation where most of you may not be having a GST registration being in practice, and there will be many situations where you are not in practice, you don't require a GST number. So this is not a compulsory thing, only PAN number is compulsory. Then latest passport size official photograph along with ID proof, permanent address, designation if you are in employment, designation employment, self-employed details. If you are neither in practice nor in employment, so the self-employed details are required. Professional address along with supporting document, independent directorship details. So if you are an independent director, this you have to give until unless means if you are a director simpliciter, then that is not required. Other than being a director simpliciter, give the details of all these independent directorship in various companies. Then details of pending cases with professional bodies or any court or authority if applicable. Only if it is applicable, then you may have to give these details. And finally, there is a declaration for its correctness and Section 8 compliance. So PAN card details, members can update their PAN card and attach scanned copy of original PAN card. In case any member do not have PAN card of India, they may skip this option. So there may be situation where the members are residing abroad, so they may not be having a PAN card of India. So there's no problem. They may skip this option. Then you can just have the, if you don't have, you can go to the next document. Latest photograph and ID proof. Members need to upload his latest photograph and can upload any of the following documents. Anyone, it's not all the four, anyone like a driving license, it should have a validity, passport front and back copy and having validity. So whenever you file all these things, like if you say a driving license you have already attached, sometimes it so happens that you would have forgotten its validity, it would have expired, then the office will not approve that. Then there will be to and fro communication, and you feel that what is that I have applied, I have already applied this driving license, already submitted, but still it has not been it's pending for correction. So before putting any of these documents, kindly make one check. So it may take hardly 1 or 2 days, 1 or 2 minutes to check all those things. Please check that whether it has got a validity, and take the what you call this scanning on both the sides, preferably, and PAN card, voter ID, election card, front and back copy. So before uploading the document, kindly select the type of document. Sometimes you may select, you may be submitting passport, but you would have selected driving license, or you would have submitting voter ID card, you would have selected passport. So no, let us not do that. Just verify once before submitting, so that it will be easy process for us also, for you people also, it will be faster. Then prescribed documents of permanent address proof. So for permanent address proof, there are various documents. It's not that all these documents are required, but any one of them can have be submitted. Driving license having validity, as we have seen for identity. Then passport, voter ID card, electricity, water, or gas bill. And if you are submitting any of this utility bill, it should not be more than 3 months old. The meaning, in the last 3 months, any one of the bills you can attach. So property tax paid, rent agreement, it should be on stamp paper and should not have been expired. So sometimes what happens, if you put a rental agreement, and whenever you put the rent agreement, kindly put the entire rent agreement document, not the first page or last page like that. Put the entire thing, and that particular rent agreement should not have been expired. So it should be a valid rent agreement. Bank statement not older than 3 months. So today we are in September. If you want to do it, either August, July, or June, one of the month. It's not that all the 3 months you have to put. So you can put it. And whenever you take a bank statement, ensure that is you're downloaded in the PDF form where the name of the bank, the address of the firm, everything is very clear in the first page. So that if you send it, that will be sufficient. In case you are residing with any of your relative, like parents or relatives, you can upload the electricity, water, or gas bill, other documents of along with permission letter from them, format attached. So if you are living, if you are not living in your own premises, or if you are taking the premises on rent, which has been which is owned by one of your relatives or parents, then you may have to take a permission letter with where the format is attached in the future slides as such. Points to remember while filling the permanent address in case you are residing with your close relatives. Okay, that's what I said. No objection letter from your relative in the given format has to be taken. In case you are residing over the close relatives, we have defined as father, mother, spouse, brother or sister, son or daughter. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 type of relatives where we are saying they are close relatives. If you are residing in a place which has been owned by any of these relatives, then you can take one letter from them on a white paper. And as a paper, you can take on a white sheet, you can take this as a no objection letter. But if you are residing with your relatives or friends other than the relatives mentioned above, then the same thing, the no objection letter should be taken on non-judicial stamp paper in the given format, along with any one documentary proof required for permanent address. So this is the what you call this format that has been given, where you are staying in any of the parents, sorry, the relatives that has been defined, that is parents, spouse, brother or sister, son or daughter. So this is this thing. This can be taken on plain paper, and you can get their signature filled and submit along with the that document that you are submitting for permanent address. If you are staying with any other relative other than the relative which we have mentioned earlier, then it should be on a non-judicial stamp paper that has to be taken. So what is the stamp duty for this non-judicial stamp paper? That depends upon state to state. You see what can be done, and whether it has to be notarized, whether it has to be affidavit. I think it's not required. Maybe you can just get it signed from them, and you can send it. Am I right, Mr. Govind or Dinesh?
Yes, sir.
Affidavit
Very
and
much.
notarization and all is not required. Just they should take the stamp paper. So, if you are you aware what is the value of the stamp paper they have to take?
100 rupees stamp paper will be sufficient.
Okay, then you can take it on 100 rupees stamp paper. The same thing, you can type it and fill in all the details wherever it is required. Then you can get the signature of that particular owner, and maybe one or two witnesses is required. That also you can get it. So you can submit along with the proof that you are giving for the permanent address. Update of employment details. So whatever I said is what for the permanent address. Now, if a member is in employment, what he has to do? You can update your employment or engagement under Regulation 190A through KYM form. In case your details are not updated, kindly update the same through employment or engagement form available in member function of self-service portal. So before getting into KYM, if you have not updated your employment or engagement details, you have to go to the members function. There you have a drop down one of the item about employment or engagement. First you have to update that, and then you can submit this KYM. However, you can update your present designation in current employment through KYM form. So this can be done. Update of self-employed details. So this is a third category where the members are neither in practice nor in employment, but they are in self-employed. That is, they are into some business or some venture as such. So self-employed means a member who is neither in holding COP nor in employment, doing business or some other freelancing services. Only these members can update their self-employment. There is one more drop down called self-employment. There they can do it. Detailed in KYM form through, okay, this is there in details are there in KYM form. Members can update their employment details through this option, that is self-employment details. Also, members holding COP cannot update their engagement through this option. So there may be a situation where a member is holding COP, but he is doing this self-employed business or something like that. Then it will not allow you. So either you should have COP or do this. Both you cannot do. So then you have to surrender the COP and then do this particular activity as such. Members who are presently working as partner in a CA firm, LLP, MCS company are not required to update their details through this option. They can update their details through form function of self-survey or self-service portal. So it doesn't apply, this particular clause doesn't apply to those members who are partners in a CA firm or partners in LLP or shareholders in MCS. For them, this self-employed details will not work. They have to go to the self-service portal where there is a through form function of SSP, they can update those details. Then the professional address documents. What are the documents that needs to be given? Already we have understood. So what is the professional address here? It is we are mentioning member not holding COP and also not in employment. So this is a case where a member is not having his own employment and is not holding COP, meaning he is in industry. So the place of residence, professional address is place of residence. Documents as mentioned in permanent address, we have already seen that permanent address documents, which are the documents required, that he has to attach. So the second category is member in employment other than CA firm. So this is a case where he is in employment but not with in a CA firm. So in case member choose the place of employment or place of residence. So here he has got a option either to choose a place of employment or place of residence. Then if he is choosing place of employment, certificate of address issued by the employer at his or her letterhead, documents as mentioned in permanent address has to be attached. The third category is member employed as paid assistant in CA firm. So this is a category where members are working in a CA firm and they are also registered with the institute as they are the paid assistants. So in this case, professional address of employer, that is the firm in which, under which, or LLP under which they are employed, that address has to be given. Certificate of address issued by a CA firm, format address. So a CA firm also can issue a letter stating that these are the employees or these are the members who have been employed in our office as such. Then the fourth category is member holding COP and not in charge of firm or branches and also not the paid assistant with firm. So this is a case where member is holding COP and he is not in charge of a firm, but he is a partner of a firm. So the place of profession, so any one of the document can be attached. 4 to 5 documents are there. That is utility bills of electricity, water, and gas bill, which is not older than 3 months. Property tax receipt if they own the property. Rent agreement which has been executed on a stamp paper and is not expired, still valid. Bank statement of not older than 3 months. So they can, as I gave an example earlier, if we are in September, they can either attach the statement of August or July or June. Then GST certificate, if that is also the valid document. So that also they can put it and they can submit it for a person who is holding COP and not in charge of a firm. Then the fifth category is member holding part-time COP and partner with CA firm. So is a partner, but member holding part-time COP. How can this happen? This cannot happen. A member holding part-time COP and partner with CA firm. Whether this can happen?
Yes, member are becoming partner and also in employment. There's become a part-time partner, holding part-time COP.
And once you are a partner in a firm, you should have full-time COP. Not required.
COP is required, but in addition to partner, he is also in employment. Therefore, this COP become part-time and become a part-time partner.
But they cannot certify and all, no?
Though no certification he can do.
Okay. So there are very few cases. I don't know the exact numbers, very less numbers. There's an option where a member can be in employment, but also he can be a partner as a part-time, holding a part-time COP. In those cases, professional address of employer or firm. So on his choice, either he can give the professional address of the employer where he's been employed or a firm where he's a partner. Then the next category is member holding COP and in charge of firm or a branch. So the previous category number 4, we saw member holding COP and not in charge of a firm. Here it's a case where member holding COP and head in charge of a firm or branch. So address of head office or branch as the case may be. If he is in charge of a branch, he should give the address details of the branch. If he is in charge of the head office, then he has to give the address details or documents related to the professional address of head office. So members cannot update their professional address through KYM. They need to submit separate application through form module to update the change. So whenever you get into the KYM and if you want to change certain things, please don't do that. You have to go back to the respective profile, edit profiles, where in case of individuals, it may be profile edit is there. In case of form, there's something called a form module. In case of self-employed, there's a self-employed module or employment module. So please go there and change and then come back to KYM. KYM is only a media where you can submit the documents. You need not change the KYM as such. So let us not get into changing the KYM, because whatever is there in the data based on the changes that you make elsewhere, that will be shown in the KYM, for which you may have to submit the documentation. So points to be noted while updating the professional address. Some of the things that given: member who are not in charge of any branch need to update their head office or branch address. Member can provide GST registration document as proof of professional address. Of course, if you have that, you can do that. A member who is a partner or proprietor of a CA firm should submit the professional address document in the name of the firm. However, documents such as electricity, water, gas bill, and property can be in the name of partner, proprietor, or firm name. In case of paid assistant, a letter issued by the CA firm mentioning the address of employment should be uploaded as professional address proof. So this, please ensure wherever the firms have got employed other chartered accounts or paid assistant, kindly the firm should issue a appointment letter mentioning that this so and so member having so and so membership is working in our firm or is working in our head office, branch, whatever it is. So that is the address. The letterhead will be there. So based on that, that can also be a distinct factor which we can take that this particular person is working in that particular firm. Members who are holding part-time COP should provide professional address based on their employment. Member who is in charge of branch or head office can update their professional address through form function only. And this is all the statistics where I wanted to show you that approved by RO. This is for 24 till date. Approved by RO is 1,48,499. Asked for correction is 10,000 and pending for verification is 4,754. Total it is coming to roughly around 1,63,981. If you see the last year's KYM updation 23-24, total KYM approved was 2,56,762. KYM asked for correction is 88,142, and of course pending for verification was roughly around 25,000. Total 3,44,000 plus 25, almost 3,86,000 or something was that. And few of them where they have made membership fees in advance, they wouldn't have even submitted the KYM form. Last year, what happened when before releasing of this KYM, in fact, it came midway in April or first week of May. By that time, many members had paid the membership fees last year. So those people have not filed their KYM, and there are situations like a few people would have paid the membership fees in advance, maybe for 3 years or 10 years. So those people are also not submitting the KYM. This time, anybody who was supposed to pay the membership fees, it's a prerequisite that their KYM has to be approved. So there may be certain issues or certain concerns by the members. So that was one of the reasons why we organized this particular webinar, to address all those issues. And this is the the officers, the details of officers region wise. So CRO, that is central region, we have 2 people, and please note down these details, like from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the working days, that is Monday to Friday. You can call any of these members in these regions, respective regions. This is for central region, Mr. Rahul Sharma and Mr. Ankush Dwivedi. This is the phone numbers which we have shared. Then eastern region, ERO, Ms. Saparna Mukherjee and Mr. Manish Sharma. Their landline numbers are also given, and their mobile number is also given. Then northern region, Ms. Sushma and Ms. Shivani, their landline numbers are shared here. Then for regional council, that is Southern India Regional Council, Ms. Yasmin and Ms. Ambikavi, the landline number is given and their mobile numbers are shared. And with respect to the WRO, Dr. Swapnil Vasantrao Sonji and Ms. Asha Sawant, their landline numbers are there. Sir, if they can share their mobile number also, wherever 1, 2, 3, 4 people. I think Dinesh sir, if you can ask them to, if they'll be
Yes,
available.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you can get those mobile numbers along with this, you can just put those mobile numbers, and when you're hosting in the website with the updated one, you can do that. So these are
Yes,
the
sir.
people who can help you out in case you have any difficulties. So finally, I thank you for attending this particular webinar to know more about how to go about with the KYM. With this, I have completed my the PPT presentation as such. I'll request the office if they have anything to add or to convey to the members at large, let them do it. Otherwise, if you have any queries, you can. Thank you. Thank you one and all once again. Dinesh sir, over to you. Dinesh or Govind sir, whoever wants to speak. Any queries have come?
Yes, sir.
So you want to say something, or Govind sir want to say something? You please.
Sir, actually, one thing I want to add that many members many members who are in employment and their employment is not updated in the portal. So they are updating the details in the self-employed details and submitting the KYM. In that case, we have to send it in ask for correction, and the members are saying that they are already submitted the detail, but as you already explained that they have to submit the detail in employment engagement form, get it approved, then only they can submit the KYM.
So members, as I already spoken earlier, and Govind sir also saying, before
And
submitting,
another case in
proper
sir,
drop down. Okay.
दिनेश सर kindly mute कर लें. In any other, sir, in some cases we have find that members are updating their addresses in one line only. In one line, all the address, including the PIN code and cities, are being updated. In that case, we have to reject the application because we require the correct addresses for the future database. So members are requested to update the address line wise, and PIN code and city are choose from the drop down, so that their application could be approved immediately. These two observations that we are getting many cases, so that's why we are sharing the members.
3 or 4 lines option there for updating the address.
Yes, sir.
So do we have a separate thing for PIN code, separate
PIN code, city and district and all that? So only choose that.
So all those things are mandatory fields?
Yes, all the things are mandatory. So but in addition to
Govind sir, if it is all mandatory, if they put it in first one line, then it will not accept. No, it should not accept. Unless they put that city name, unless and they put the state code, state thing, PIN code, it should not accept, na?
Sir, these two line address is compulsory. Rest two are optional. But in first two lines, members are mentioning all the city, PIN code, and all that. And in addition, they are again selecting the city name and PIN code, again mentioning. So there is a duplicacy of the things.
Members, whenever there is a drop down for city, state, and PIN code, we request that you need not mention that in the 2 lines that has been provided for address, so that there will be repetition, and whenever we get the address, it will not be proper. Dinesh sir, can you mute? So this is the thing what Govind sir is saying. One is with respect to the changes, kindly select the proper drop down. So in case of self-employment, there is a drop down called self-employed. In case of employment, there is employment bar, engagement drop down is there, and in case of firms, there is a firm module is there. So kindly do that in a proper place where it has been specifically mentioned, so that there will not be any confusion for us also. And as I said earlier, things will move on faster. Otherwise, what happens, they keep sending you that ask for correction, and it so happens, and once more and more applications comes, it may take time for them to actually lay hands on your particular application. So maybe you would have sent 1 week back, but we would have taken that application because of the volumes today, and we will send you after 2-3 days that ask for correction. You may feel what 8 days, 9 days, what is happening with the institute or what is that's happening. So because these are all the last dates, like September 30th is the last date for paying the membership fees. So everybody will put all those things. As you saw the statistics, out of 4 lakhs, only 1,40,000 or 1,48,000 have got their KYM approved. So another 2.5 lakhs they have to do. Everybody wants to do in the month of September. There will be huge volumes. So kindly help us to help you. That's what I can say, with proper submission of the documents and proper selection of the whatever you call the drop downs. Yeah.
Sir, one more
Govind ji,
point is, हाँ,
कुछ
दिनेश
क्वेश्चंस
सर, हाँ,
questions हैं?
एक और मैटर है जो मेंबर्स की कंसर्न के लिए, उसके बाद क्वेश्चंस ले लो. One more things is there. In many cases, we have find that member are in not in employment is not updated, but they are updating their designation with the portal.
Okay.
So in that case, we have to send it in ask for correction, request the member to update their employment detail. Then only thereafter they can update the designation.
For members, it so happens that you are in employment, but sometimes you forget to put the name of the company, or sometimes willfully you don't want to name the company. You will only put the designation. So that also will be a problem. So please give full details, and let me also assure you or tell you once again, whatever the data you give, it will be secured. It's not that we will be sharing with anyone of the other members. So the KYM is strictly the data which will not be shared with anyone. Am I correct, Mr. Govind?
Yeah. Yes, sir. They actually separate form is there under 190A regulation employment engagement form. So in that detail member has to update their employment. After updation and approval of it, member can submit the KYM and select the designation, latest designation.
What I'm telling is, whatever the data they furnish, it's all secretly maintained. It will not
yes. There is no question about it.
Yeah. So kindly be assured, we will not share this data. It's seriously means secretly maintained with us, encrypted. So please, you can even give the name of the company and the designation. So we have other heads of staff from other regions also. Now we heard from a central region, maybe eastern region, western region, northern region, southern region also members may be there. So if you want to have add something, or if you want to bring to the table some of the discrepancies that you would have noticed while approving the KYM, you are welcome if you have anything. Otherwise, we can go to Dinesh sir. Others are there, sir. Dinesh, which are the regions attending? Hello. Yeah. Dinesh sir.
हाँ sir.
Any other region heads or staff are attending this particular thing? Webinar?
All regions are attending, sir.
No, that's what I asked them. If they have anything to add, they can talk. If nothing is there, you can go to the, what do you call this? Yeah. Anybody is...
whatever issues are there, all the regional head may put their query.
Okay. You can take up the questions and answer that.
Sir, kindly stop the sharing.
Yeah.
Meeting. उसके बाद कॉल आपको नेक्स्ट मीटिंग में हो मीटिंग के बाद कॉल
go to that respective slide. That's what the reason. Anyway. Yeah. So queries you can answer, Mr.
Hello. Govind ji.
Yes, sir.
What are the issues faced by our region for doing the KYM?
Sir, I have already explained 3 issues that we are regularly getting from the members end, and we are sending the application in ask for correction. So from central region, we have these three major issues.
In that
Other
we
may,
can, this address issue is there now. If somebody is writing while typing, they are not it is also not possible. If we are filling, we will also fill it 2 lines. So either we should have some check balances. City will be in third line.
Check balances are there, but there is a 4-line address are there. 2 line are compulsory line, and in
If
these 2 line,
extra is there, we can delete that one. If city is twice in address, second line also, and third line
actually in SSP, RO and is do not have any option to change anything. They can only accept or reject it. So that's why we are informing the members to submit the correct address.
That we can have, at least in address we can correct, so that it will not reflect when list of member is coming. We can correct that point of time only.
We
will
can
not
discuss.
Be burden also.
We can discuss it with the technical team.
We can this permission can be given and we can do it. If somebody is writing twice city, why should again reject members? Go to member will again fill up. We can delete one city. Why should it come twice? That will be solution.
No, that's what that is saying, that we don't have that permission. We can talk
Yes,
to
sir, that we can. Yes, sir, that we can.
Also, we are requesting the members not to type that again and again. Sometimes they
yes,
type.
Sir, but sometimes it's coming.
Wait, no, let me complete. I have seen situations where they have typed 2 or 3 times also. Let members also not do that. Let them type only once, and we also give them the permission to edit that and remove if it is duplication, so that things can be done. Okay.
Yes.
Now, any queries are there? You please take and answer.
Govindji,
yes,
now
sir.
member is asking, first query is from 109349, Mr. Sandesh.
Yeah.
How to change past employment data?
If the employment data is already been approved, then it is not possible to change the data. If there is any correction, they can write to us. We will check from the past record. Then we can comment on it.
And we can say, if they don't have relieving from past employer, if they are not employed in CA firm, if they employed some company or something, they don't have, they can give declaration on that basis, leaving can be noted.
Yes. In many cases, members have left the organization in the past 10 to 15 years back and do not have any relieving letter from the organization. In that case, they can give the declaration to the ICI. We can very well note the same.
They can upload declaration.
Yes.
And it will be changed.
Yes.
Second question is from Dinesh Kumar Gupta 503534. I had a proprietorship firm till 6 June 2024. Shreya, are you here? Anandita, Shreya. Yasmin. Sir? I had a proprietorship firm till 6 June 2024. On 7 June 2024, I joined a partnership firm. Whether COP come membership fee has to be paid as per my standing on 1st April 2024 or after joining partnership firm, as my KYM form is pending. Office of the ICI is asking for address proof in name of the firm. Kindly clear my query so that my KYM form is accepted and I can pay the fee.
Sir, KYM, in the KYM form, we are taking the current status, not the status on 1st of April. So if the member is in the firm, he has to submit the details with the current details, and accordingly KYM will be approved. And we are taking KYM is showing the declaration of the current status. So
correct. He can submit address proof and from his firm if he is a partner of the.
Yeah. With the document that he was prescribed.
So sorry to disturb. Whatever the current status, based on that only the KYM form will be processed.
Yes.
If he is a proprietor, the form he has to provide his proprietary firm's address. If he is a partner or if he's in charge, accordingly the address will be should be updated by the member, and the KYM form will be processed.
Okay, next, third question. Chandan Ghosh 056438. Are we required to again submit the same documents which are already submitted in the previous year?
Sir, Kotha sir has already explained that those KYM which has already been approved last year, member need not to submit anything. They has to only confirm yes or no by clicking yes or no button. If their KYM was not approved, was in ask for correction mode in the last year, in that case, a fresh KYM form will be opened and member has to submit all the details as a fresh.
He is also asking one more question. If some branches do not have address proof, they are the branches to be discontinued. The question itself not clear. If some branches do not have address proof, they are the branches to be discontinued. You can call me or clear your doubt.
I think query is not very much clear. We can personally contact to the member and we'll understand the query and then inform.
Next query is from Santosh 272692. I am currently working in a CA firm and I am not holding COB. While I am trying to pay my membership fee, it was showing that members who join the employment in CA firm are required to update the employment through firm module with head office in charge of the firm login only, but nothing was shown in the firm module of the principal login. Can you please guide how to update the same?
Sir, if the member is not in charge in any branch or the firm, in that case, member can update their address to the profile edit form available in member function. So by attaching the certificate from the firm that he is employed in a particular place.
Next is 070056 CA Mrs. Chandrakanta Ashok Mehta. Problem with KYM is after submitting and accepted as complete, but while paying. Problem with KYM is after submitting and accepted as complete, but while paying fee, it shows complete KYM not complete. Your office shows that some same was for 2023 and not for 24. Note down 070056.
07
0056.
0056.
In fee payment, some problem is there.
Actually, member has already been explained that Kotha sir has already explained that every year member has to complete the KYM process. Member has completed the KYM for 23-24, and in the current year also member has to complete the KYM form for 24-25. If the member KYM is already been approved last year, then they have to click an option yes or no button if there is no change. If there is a change or the member KYM was in ask for correction mode last year, in that case, member has to fill the KYM form as a fresh. After that, approval of the KYM, member can pay the fees. Therefore, system is asking the member to submit the KYM of 24-25.
But his query is like this: fee payment, it shows that KYM not complete, so we can contact and we can check what is the issue.
We will check. Okay. We will check it and respond to the member. If there is any technical issue, we will resolve it.
Next is 036553 Munaf Mamdani. Business place is having electricity bill in the name of Atlantic Enterprises Proprietor, concern of Sun. Is it enough to submit electricity bill of Atlantic Enterprises NOC from Atlantic Enterprises? Business place is having electricity bill in the name of Atlantic Enterprises Proprietor, concern of Sun. बेटे की कंपनी है, I think.
बेटे की कोई बिजनेस फर्म है, हाँ.
और वहां पे अपना बिजनेस प्लेस दिखाना चाह रहे हैं, ये प्रैक्टिस में है, तो वहां पे क्या सफिशिएंट स्पेस है इनके लिए? है तो
अगर अगर इनका कोई रेंट एग्रीमेंट नहीं है और क्लोज रिलेटिव का है, तो वहां पे क्योंकि बिजनेस फर्म है, वहां से एक स्टैम्प पेपर में एक डिक्लेरेशन लेके कि उन्होंने इनको स्पेस दिया हुआ है।
नहीं, बेटे का है, सन का है।
नहीं, बट इट इज इन नेम ऑफ द बिजनेस फर्म ना।
बिजनेस फर्म का है।
हाँ, अगर बेटे के नाम का होता तो आई थिंक ओनली पेन पेपर डिक्लेरेशन सफिशिएंट होता।
तो प्रोप्राइटरी कंसर्न है इनका।
हाँ, तो नहीं, प्रोप्राइटी बिजनेस कंसर्न है ना वो।
अटलांटिक की कंपनी नहीं है, होगी अटलांटिक इंटरप्राइजेस लिखा हुआ है।
हाँ हाँ।
माइट भी कोई फर्म ही हो।
हम्म। तो एक एनओसी इसको अपलोड कर दें विद द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल, तो वी कैन।
नेक्स्ट है 128944 वसीम खान। सर, कैन वी गेट ईमेल आईडीज? ईमेल आईडी चाहिए इनको। ठीक है, ईमेल आईडी को प्रोवाइड कर दो।
ठीक है, सेपरेट मेल के थ्रू।
ये वेस्टर्न रीजन से है। वेस्टर्न से कौन है? अंबिका?
नहीं, अंबिका नहीं होगी।
वेस्टर्न से
स्वप्निल होंगे।
स्वप्निल जी हैं। स्वप्निल जी हैं।
स्वप्निल 128944। इन्हें KYM के लिए ईमेल आईडी चाहिए। स्वप्निल, WRO से कौन है? तो इनको मेल कर देना। नेक्स्ट इज 545207 हिमालय काजी श्रेष्ठा। I am entering address of Nepal, but at the end New Delhi, India is getting added after Nepal. This one is the problem. Came
Earlier there is an option, not an option to submit the foreign address, but presently there is no issue in submitting the foreign address. Member can update it to the profile edit form and can very well submit it. There is no issue. If there is any technical issue, they can mail us. We will resolve.
Any other queries?
हाँ है।
How many queries?
Next query is 575131 Mayank Gupta. I am going to apply for COP from March 2024 onwards. Do I need to mention any details of COP, professional address in KYM form of current year, or what would be my future course of action in this case?
एक बार दोबारा रिपीट करिए सर, क्या है क्वेरी?
No, a person has taken COP from March 24 for April, whether it has to be updated. If it has not been done in previous year, it has to be updated this year.
It has to be updated. Whatever the current status, member have to submit the KYM accordingly.
Next query.
Next is 109349 Sandesh Samant. Unable to change the last date of employment.
Okay. So these are some of the technical issues, Govind sir. We have to.
Yes, sir. Only technical.
And Dinesh sir, and also talk to.
ठीक है, we will respond the members separately.
Members are facing difficulty in editing, and I think one more difficulty you said that you shared last week, that OTP to members through mobile and email, that some technical errors are there. See that also will be taken. There should not be any errors when the member is a piece. It should be should happen within 5 to 10 minutes. The flow should be free and things should go faster. So there should not be technical difficulties for not getting OTPs. Please ensure that all those things are there, proper in place.
Yes, sir.
Any other query, Dinesh sir?
Sir, next is 421520 Piyush Khammam. If there is no option to update the submitted application rather than filling new application each time. Is there no option to update the submitted application rather than filling new application each
We
time?
don't have an option of save and submit further. So only saving save option is there. Save option is not there.
Yes, sir.
Save option is available. Member once open the KYM and it will be automatically saved in draft mode. Member has to create in member function, then KYM. Member will find the application, they can open it and they can again submit it.
Before final submission, they can do this. Then they
Yes, sir.
save mode. Next.
Next is, sir, I am unable to update my professional address through SSP due to non-processing of my firm cancellation request, which was made in 2022. I wrote an email to SSP for processing the cancellation request, but same is still showing pending.
Just take down that details, sir. You just act quickly.
Yes, sir. This may be condonation case, sir. I will take this.
So those things you just take care, sir. Then
again, sir, same query. We are asking his son. He is telling he has sufficient place available for practicing also. Then he can submit an NOC from his son's firm, and he can practice.
yeah,
He can change his address.
son is owning that particular property. He can get it. No objection.
No objection from his son.
Yes, sir. Sir, in that case, it is member should note that there is a one option. There is only one document member can upload with the KYM form. In that case, they have to make a one file with the document, that particular document like electricity bill with NOC, then upload it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Next query.
No, all queries over, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So if anything is there, you just as we have already shared that details, you just update this particular PPT on the website so that they can get the details of the officers whom they have to contact. Meanwhile, you get the mobile numbers of all the 3 officers where it was not shared earlier. You can update
Yes.
that. You can update that in the website.
Yes, sir.
Then if nothing else is there, you can propose vote of thanks.
Any question from any region?
If regional heads have to share something, they can share, or if they want to guide the members the way they are expecting the forms to be filled and submitted, they can do it. Otherwise, you can propose a vote of thanks if nothing is there. So once again, request members to please update KYM and pay the membership fees in the month of September as quickly as possible, so that there should not be any issues further. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Vote of thanks.
Yes, sir. Vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Convener, sir. Deputy Convener, sir, are sparing in his busy schedule time to update the members regarding KYM and its problem issues which members are facing on daily basis. And especially I would like to thank that Convener, sir, has given this 2 members from every region so that members can get their problem resolved very quickly, and by September they can pay their fee. I would like to thank all regional heads, all the participants, Govindji from Kanpur, our team who had done all the things with a short notice, and I would like to thanks to all.
Thank you, Dinesh sir. Thank you.
How many members attended? Any numbers are there?
That I will say.
If anything to be discussed, you can disconnect that members thing. We can discuss for 10 minutes if anything is there as panel. Hello, Nupur. Nupur.
Yes, sir.
No, if this meeting is over, you can disconnect that members link. If something get discussed, we can discuss as a panelist.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
RO heads are there. If they want to say something, we can discuss for 5 minutes. Anybody? I think they are not. How many are there?
Any issue?
Yeah, they can switch on their videos. The other thing they want to say, they can say. Yeah. Anything you want to say, Sushma? No. And I say she has muted herself. Sushma, madam, anything you want to say? How is KYM happening?
मैडम ने ज्वाइन कर लो जो था सब मीटिंग क्लोज हो रही है ये कह रहे थे
Anything you want to
वेट
say?
का कुछ चल रहा था
Happening KYM process?
सर ठीक चल रहा है
Comfortable? Yeah.
यस सर
Tell me.
सर ठीक है मेरे यहाँ पे कोई ऐसा इशू नहीं है इशू होता है तो फिर मैं गोविंद सर से डिस्कस करके रिजॉल्व कर लेती हूँ
Okay. So your number has been shared. So whenever somebody calls, kindly attend that and resolve that immediately.
Yes.
Okay. Ambika, anything? Your side? Yasmin, Ambika.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Good evening, sir. No, sir. As of now, no issue. Actually, Govind sir has already pointed the major issues which we are facing.
Okay.
So, as of now, we are not having any other issues, sir. If anything is there, we'll let you know, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything is there?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, actually, with some changes in the KYM form, all the addresses and all these things being updated to the profile edit form. Therefore, we are proposes that take the other regions also for the approval of the profile edit form. So Dinesh sir has already sent a mail to all the regions to give 2 persons name who can approve the profile edit form, because without approval of profile edit, member cannot submit the KYM form.
Yeah, we have given that 2 days, and whatever can be done at the regional level, please do it.
Yes.
Do that also. Profile edit, you can give the permission to the regional councils, let them do it, based on the documents.
Yes. Because they are already approving the KYM and similar documentation is the profile edit form. So that's why we are suggesting, and in 1 or 2 days, 2 regions has already shared the two names, but remaining 2 regions name are still awaited.
All the 5 regions names are there. For what names you are saying? For approval of
for approval of profile edit form.
So then request all the regional heads immediately within a day they have to give the names of 2 people. Update that profile.
यास्मीन सबरी सर हैं?
है तो सर हमारा नाम दे दिया हुआ है ना, जिस दिन आया था मेरा और अंबिका का नाम दे दिया था सदन।
WRO और SRO का आ गया है, NRO और ERO का बाकी है।
NRO ERO?
हाँ, NRO ERO।
NRO का सुषमा, एक नाम सुषमा का ले लो, एक और किसी का ले लो। KYM भी, प्रोफाइल भी, she will do everything.
फोन भी सर, सारी चीजें, फोन भी, तीनों चीजें कैसे हो जाएंगी?
Yes, sir. Anything else is there? How many people attended, sir? How many members? Dinesh, sir.
Recording in progress.
Hello.
Sir, 95.
95.
Yes, sir.
So then we have not circulated this properly. It should
Yes,
be
sir.
3,500, not 95. Na? The waste of
Yes.
time. My time is also wasted. No, nothing. It was not at all circulated properly. For 95 people, I will not sit and do 1 hour lecture here. No?
Sir, we have circulated, sir, twice, sir.
No. I don't think so. You have worked properly in this regard. Only 95 people out of 250,000 chartered accountants, only 95 have come in. What is that? Others are not doing. They are not interested in this. Huh? So only you have 95 complaints. Huh?
Yes, sir. The complaint is only right.
I don't think so. So it's properly not advertised. Umesh sent me that WhatsApp, this thing, 2 formats. I approved that immediately. But afterwards, I have not seen that in any of the mails. That was not circulated widely across the membership in India. It has not been circulated at all. So where people will come? Okay, next. Anything else?
No, sir.
Fine. Anything else is there?
No, sir.
Yeah. Shall we close it?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That as he said, that 2 members from each region, you take it for profile edit and then see that they will also do that immediately.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Okay. Good evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.